Hey everybody, this is Michael with MichaelDrewMusic.com. Today we're going to learn how to play the main riff to Michael Jackson's smash hit from 1982, Beat It. So grab your guitar, let's break this down. So for starters, all of the guitars on the Beat It recording are detuned by 1/2 step. So you'll want to tune to E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat to match the recording. And that's the tuning that I am in for today's video. We are going to break this riff down into two parts, with the first part being the more difficult part, so let's start there. Okay, we are going to be playing in the second position, so first finger on the second fret, one finger per fret after that. And we are going to open up with the open low E string. Okay, and then we're going to play third fret on the same string, second fret on the A string, fifth fret on the D string, and second fret on the same string. Okay, so here's what we've got. Now this is difficult because we are picking across multiple strings. Now, what I want you to do for this riff is alternate pick. Alternate picking is always going to be the best option. So I want you to try to pick down, up, down, up, down. Now again, that's tricky because you're not picking all on one string. You're switching strings as you're alternate picking. That's where the practice comes in. Now the second half of this riff is easier because it's all on one string, and that's going to be the D string, the fourth string. And we're going to use a hammer-on. So we're going to start with the second fret on the D string. We're going to pick that note and then hammer on to the fourth fret. Now a hammer-on means that we only pick once. So we're going to pick the first note here, and then sound the second note just with our left hand. Like that. So we pick, and then we hammer on to that next note there. Now the hammer-on in this song is very quick. It's called a grace note. So the first note is almost not even there. It's very, very short, and then you go right to the other note, like this. Like that. Right? So if you're new to hammer-ons, that may take a bit of practice, but we want a very short first note, and then back to the second fret, and then two open strings. Now you notice there that I'm muting those open strings with my left hand, right? We don't want to let them ring. We don't want that sound. We don't want that for this song. We want that very staccato sound. Staccato means choppy. It means short and separated. We want there to be gaps between those notes, like that. So the second half, once again, is 2 to 4 with a hammer-on, back to 2, and then 2 opens, like this. Put these two parts together, and we get something like this. There it is. Now there is one change to this riff, and that is that the second time that you cycle through, the last note is left off. So remember we talked about that we ended with those 2 open D strings that we were muting with our left hand? The second time, it's only 1, so it will go like this. Okay, so the first time, second time, and then you just cycle through like that, back and forth, 2 and then 1 and then 2 and then 1. Now there is a second half to this riff, and that is the lead guitar part that comes in halfway through the intro. Now to play this, we're going to use double stops. We're going to play 2 adjacent strings at the same time, and we're going to be able to play all of these double stops with one finger. Okay, so we're going to start at the 12th fret up here. We're going to be playing D and G at the 12th, and then D and G at the 9th. Okay, so like I'm using my 4th finger on the 12th fret there, first finger on the 9th. Then we are going to play the 7th fret on the G and the B strings together. Do that one twice. And then just move up one string and play the 7th fret on the D and the G strings. And that's it. Okay, so put that together, we get that. If you listen to the recording, you'll notice there are some mute strums on there. He's doing like that. So that's something you can experiment with. Again, that's a little trickier. If you do that, you've got to make sure you obviously have the strings very muted. So that's why I've got all my fingers across the strings here. Right? Okay, and now if we put the lead part and the rhythm part together, we get something like this.